Choosing the right business phone when you are getting started in your expert-based business, whether you're a consultant, a coach, a service provider, or anybody that actually delivers a service with expertise is a huge decision. I totally get it, which is why it's important and sometimes difficult for you to figure out exactly what type of phone system or tool you should be using, and also which one is going to be the most convenient and give you that most professional image as you are trying to make sure that your clients should hire you and pay you big bucks to deliver your services. Well, today I have got you, my love, because as normal, we've been talking about tools, and this is a major operational tool that I know you need. And I'm going to tell you exactly what you need, especially in my 2025 update, to have the best business phone system for your new business. Let's get to work. So business phone systems have definitely changed over the years since I started over 25 years ago. I mean, back in the day, you had to actually have like desk phones and set them up, and they were these huge, cumbersome $25,000 systems. And I had one of those systems for a number of years. And then I learned very quickly, especially when VoIP systems came out, that there was a better way, a much better way that still gave you that entire professional layout that some of the big corporations have, the ones where there's a receptionist and extensions and voicemails and, all that kind of stuff for a fraction of the cost and still give the image that you are professional and real and legit in your entrepreneurial journey. Today, I want to talk to you about exactly how to set that up in your own business. And my favorite tool for doing just that, because I've done the review, I've done the update, and the verdict is in. So let's start with why a VoIP phone system is going to be the best option for you, especially as an expert-based business and entrepreneur. One of the most important things that you have to provide and show and kind of create for your brand when you are an expert-based business, if you're a consultant or a coach or a service provider that's really trying to project an image and maintain a brand for your current clients and potential future clients and leads, is professionalism. You have to make sure that they know that you are legit. And when you are just getting started, it's sometimes hard to figure out how to do that. And so people try all kinds of things. You try to use your cell phone number, and then you very quickly realize that that don't work because you don't really know who's calling. And then you're kind of blurring that line between a work-life balance, right? So we know that the cell phone number that you currently use as your personal phone doesn't work. Then I've had people tell me, well, I'm just going to have a separate phone. I'm going to get a whole separate phone line and a whole separate cell phone. Then you're walking around with two different phones. And with the price of cell phones nowadays and cell phone services and plans, that can get really, really expensive very, very fast. And quite frankly, with what I'm going to teach you today, it's completely unnecessary. And then you have the infamous Google Voice number, which there is a free one, absolutely, but it is very clear when someone calls you that it is free. And that doesn't exactly scream expert, professional, yes, give them a big contract and give them all my money. So that is why I am so excited to give you today's video, because you guys know that one of my favorite things to do is to review tools and find the ones that are going to be the best fit, especially for my startup and growth stage entrepreneurs, to kind of give you everything that you need in one kit and caboodle, but also keep it cost effective, because the name of the game is to do what in business? Because you're here to do what? That's right, make money. And the only way that you're going to make money and keep yourself profitable is to keep your expenses low. So VoIP system is definitely where it's at. And that brings me to the sponsor of today's video, and still my choice for the best VoIP phone system out there, TalkRoute. So let's talk a little bit more about why a VoIP system is going to be the best fit for you. And then I want to show you exactly why TalkRoute is still my first choice. Whether they were sponsoring this video or not, they would still be my top choice. It's what I currently use in my business and haven't switched or changed. And they offer a lot of stuff that has kind of like grown up in 2025 that can really help you get to that next level. All right. So 3 main reasons why you need a VoIP system. And the first one is that it really does scream and brand you as professional. You have to make sure that you separate your business number and your personal number for a number of reasons. You will be definitely constricted if your personal cell phone is what you use for business because you're not going to be sure how to answer the phone unless you literally keep track and add everyone to your contact. And that doesn't help you if there's a brand new lead or a prospective customer that's not in your cell phone contacts yet, right? Your phone nowadays, I know mine does, if it thinks it's a spam call, it's going to send them directly to voicemail. And that means that my voicemail has to be set up as if it's a professional voicemail, or it's going to be that standard voicemail answering service that really doesn't scream professionalism. The other thing that you want to make sure that you are doing when you were starting out your business is, quite frankly, fake it till you make it. And a VoIP phone system allows you to have things like an auto receptionist, extensions, call routing, professional voicemails, and also being able to professionally text your potential clients without having to give away your personal cell phone number. I used to give out my personal number. You guys have heard this story before, and it really was a nightmare. Number one, it prevented me from getting to the second point I'm making, having a work-life balance. And that is something that's 100% critical for your family and for your mental health. You did not start this business just to create another 9 to 5 kind of gig that you hate. And that means that one of the goals that you had was to have a better work-life balance, or to be able to control your time better and to know when you should actually be working and when you shouldn't be working, and setting those boundaries. If you don't have a separate business phone, it's going to be impossible for you to set those boundaries. And it's going to be a very big deal for you to be able to, as long as you've got a separate business phone number. It is not as complicated as it might seem, or as difficult as what your research may have already given you. So, work-life boundaries and benefits is the second reason why you need one. And the third reason is really, really simple. You need to be organized. Yes, organization and efficiency is absolutely important in order for you to manage your time well and to balance all of the roles that you are going to be filling in your business. You guys have seen a ton of my videos here. And one of the things that I tell you when you're first starting out, or when you're in growth stage, or when you're in your first few years of starting your business, is that you're going to play every single role inside of your business. You're the CEO, you're the CFO, you're the COO, you're the CMO, you're the customer service, you're the finance person, you're everything. And that means that you've got to be extremely organized and very efficient in order to be able to get everything that you need to get done in your business, as well as delivering the services that are going to make you into that multi-6-figure, 7-figure empire that you ultimately want to be. And if you don't have a place to make sure that all of your business phone calls are going, that you can organize them, that you can access them, that you've got electronic audio records of those conversations, then you're going to have a very difficult time being efficient and being organized. And so having a separate business phone system and structure in place is going to be extremely important for all of those things. So that brings me to my next point. What tool? What system, what VoIP, voice over IP, system am I recommending that you use? And as you guys know, I do my due diligence and I do the research, and I did find some new ones that have popped up, but none of them have changed the way that I feel about the one that I've been recommending the last few years, and the one that I currently use in my business. And I've already mentioned them, and I want to say thank you to them for sponsoring today's video, and that is TalkRoute. Yes, TalkRoute has everything that you need in order to set up a professional business communication structure from a phone perspective, and also be able to text, organize yourself, have a work-life balance, and come across as a real, true, legit big business, so that your clients, when they need to make that phone call, feel like they really are talking to somebody who deserves to be paid big bucks for these service agreements and these consulting contracts and these coaching programs, and for the service that you're ultimately delivering. Now, let me show you a little bit about what I mean, because when I say that TalkRoute has everything that you need in order to be successful in setting up your business phone communication system and structure, I mean that they have everything. And the most important part of that is that you can do it so cost effectively and so cheap that having a whole separate cell phone is not going to be an option. You are definitely going to pay a whole lot more for a whole separate cell phone and a whole separate cell phone plan than you will when you set up the perfect TalkRoute business phone. Welcome to TalkRoute, the easy-to-use virtual phone system that you can take anywhere. Use your existing phone, computer, desktop, or laptop, or even an iPad or a tablet. TalkRoute is a phone system that you are completely in control of so that you or your team can take care of business while at the office, at home, or even while out playing. Here's how TalkRoute works. You start by choosing a local or virtual toll-free phone number. You can pick which one you want and set it up exactly the way you want. You can even port your existing phone number into your current business phone line. If you use one for your business right now, you've already got one, no problem, just port it. TalkRoute has an amazing, powerful user interface, and it really, truly allows you to customize the exact way that your business phone lines and phone tree will be set up. You can route your calls to other team members, just like I have mine go to my administrative assistant sometimes. And you can also route your calls to saved messages that provide your customers or those who are calling you with information that you can set up your business hours. I'm on vacation. Here's directions to our office, whatever it is, so that your phone doesn't ring if it's outside of your business hours. You can also upload or record custom greetings and audio files to use as voicemail messages. You can also customize the hours that you have for your business or when you would like your calls forwarded automatically to after business hours. Like, for instance, in my case, if it's after business hours, my phone doesn't even ring. It automatically sends my callers to voicemail and tells them it's after business hours, leave a message or call back later. So I'm not even tempted or interrupted in order to actually do business on the phone. Now, you can also customize your extensions. You can give yourself an extension, your administrative assistant, your sales team, your customer service team. You can have video meetings without having to have a separate Zoom account. And the best part is that you can actually function inside of your business phone number and phone line directly from your cell phone using the TalkRoute app. You can place outgoing calls from your cell phone using your virtual phone number so that when someone else sees the number that you're calling from come up, it's going to actually be your business line, even though you might be using your personal cell phone. And you can also listen to your business voicemail messages and everything directly from your phone. And one of my favorite features, which is why, again, I switched to TalkRoute in 2023, is the fact that you can now text with your clients and customers through your business phone line. No more having to give them your personal cell phone number in order to text you, pretty much allowing yourself to be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if they do have that personal cell phone number, because all of their text messages will go directly into your TalkRoute app and you can have an entire conversation directly from there. And my favorite part is that there's no extra equipment that you have to buy, no additional phones, no additional phone lines, no hidden fees, and best of all, no contracts. Now, I get asked the question all the time when it comes to TalkRoute is, how will I know if someone is calling my business number if TalkRoute is in my cell phone? And it's really simple, my love. When someone is calling my business line, the number that rings in my phone is actually the offices of Cheryl C. Perez. So I know when I see that number, it's my business line or my TalkRoute line that is actually being called. And that alerts me to being able to answer the phone the most professionally way I can. So didn't I tell you they have everything that you need? I mean, and the best part about it, like I said, is that it comes directly to your existing cell phone. You can see when you're receiving business calls and you get to decide when you want to answer them. It allows you to take it with you. It's on the go. It has everything, the texting, the call forwarding, the auto receptionist, the extensions, the ability to grow with your team. I mean, I know I just went over everything. I just showed y'all everything, but I just had to reiterate that because it is very, very difficult to find that. And from somebody who paid $25,000 for a phone system with phone lines and had to pay an additional $1,000 for every additional phone that she added for her team at one point in her career, I love me some TalkRoute VoIP phone system, okay? And you are going to love it too. And again, the customer service is awesome. They do a great job at responding, at getting back to you as soon as possible. It's just everything it's cracked up to be. So again, you can check out TalkRoute, get your free trial by using the link in the description below. They will know that CP sent you and they will take very good care of you. The link will also be in the comments below. It is definitely worth the 20 minutes or so that it's going to take you to set it up. And you can check that whole item off your list of things to do, which says find business phone or set up new business phone or get these people out of my cell phone. Check it off because TalkRoute will make sure that that item, check, comes right off of your list. Now, before I go, I do want to give you some additional tips that I've learned over the years around the business phone and how to maximize your business phone's potential. And these are really important. These are things that I didn't know and I didn't really set up, but I think that they are really important to help kind of achieve that goal of professionalism, work-life balance, and organization and efficiency. First, I want you to make sure that you set specific hours for availability. The TalkRoute system allows you to set business hours, holiday hours, and that really will control how calls are routed and who's answering the phone, what the business receptionist says. As you guys saw, you can actually set up different voicemails for different times of the day. Take the time to go ahead and set up availability. When you do, your phone will only ring during your business office hours. You won't even be tempted because it won't come through. Your caller, on the other hand, will hear a very special after hours message if you take the time to set that up and be routed to the appropriate voicemail box. Now, your voicemails will go directly to your email and you can listen to them directly from email. But my favorite part is once the voicemail goes to your email, it will also show you a transcript of that voicemail. So you don't even have to listen. You can read it and then you can decide what you want to do with it. Oftentimes, I'll get a voicemail that's sent directly to my email, and I realize the person didn't press the right extension or it didn't go to the right person on my team, and I can just forward that email directly to them, and they get that same transcript and that same audio call. Or if somebody left me a specific detail, I can actually save that voicemail and plop it into the client folder or my CRM so that everybody on my team gets a chance to listen. And even if you don't have a team yet, those features, trust me, will definitely save you time and keep you very organized and make sure that you are very efficient in listening to your voicemails, being able to see them. And if you decide, being able to shoot your client back a quick text message as well. So it's amazing for that. The other thing that I would say is to make sure that you're using professional voicemail greetings. Take the time. Write out a script, use some chat GPT or some type of AI if you want some help, but take the time to write out a voicemail greeting for all of the extensions that you have and definitely for your auto receptionist. My auto receptionist, when you call my business phone, will literally say, "Welcome to Cheryl C. Perez Enterprises." It gives my tagline, it gives my website for people to go out and check, and then it says, "Press 1 for admin, press 2 for sales, press 3 for finance," so that it can actually route their call to the right way. And then it will actually say, "Press 4 for the president," or something like that. But people also have my direct extension if they need it. So it's absolutely 100% effective and so impactful for our business for those calls to be routed to the right place, for that organization, that efficiency. And again, I don't get interruptions or phone calls after hours on weekends or even on holidays. They just kind of go into the phone system and I'm able to handle them when I'm ready, giving me an amazing work-life balance, which, we should always be working on, but I'm really working on that in my life at this stage. And also, discuss, with yourself and your team if you've got one, but also kind of take some time to think through the marketing and your client communication that you can utilize your phone system for. So, like I said, in our greetings, we do also push certain things. And so, I have a message on my phone system. I don't think it's on there right now, but it has been in the past where it says, if you're calling for information about our newest program, blah, 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 click 5. And then my leads can actually go to a very special voicemail box, which then allows me to call them back or somebody from my sales team to call them back directly. And it's almost like a sales message that it allows me to do. And so I love that for marketing and communication purposes. I absolutely love it. Again, in our general voicemail receptionist box, it sends people to my website if it's after hours or they want to get immediate information. I even had on there at one point, if you are calling for Cheryl to be a speaker at your next event, press 6. And then it takes them to a special voicemail box that doesn't allow them to leave a message, but directs them to my CP Speaks, you know, landing page where they can fill out the speaker request and kind of move directly into my sales process, even if I haven't had an opportunity to touch them. So, those are some real true CP impact tips that I've learned over the years and grown in my business that you should definitely consider when it comes to setting up your business phone, because your business phone can not only be an amazing communication tool, but it can also be something that you love to use and can use in your marketing and communication efforts to grow your business to the next level. All right, so there you have it, my loves. My 2025 update on the best phone system to use, especially if you are expert-based consultant coach, out there trying to make sure you got that professional brand. You're putting yourself out there as a personal brand. You got to get a VoIP system, and TalkRoute is the system for you. Again, please take a look. Check it out. You get a free trial. Use the link in the description below. It's also in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you like it. But I think that TalkRoute is the perfect phone system, and the pricing is so crazy low that you will absolutely love it. And until next time, my loves, I will see you real soon. See you next Tuesday. Bye-bye. Mwah!